It's the radio segment that had the brilliant idea to change the entertainer's name to Billie Eilish. Because before that, she wanted to go by Billie Flatulence.
I like the original. Sorry.
Yeah.
I really like...
Wouldn't have forgotten it.
Nope, not at all.
Yeah.
I think we made a strong move.
Yeah.
It's Laser Stories, a segment where we read weird news stories from around the globe, just like everyone else does, except we have a laser, and those other dirt muffins just don't. This first Laser Story is out of Coolidge, Arizona. There's a 19-year-old guy named Brandon Souls, and earlier this month, the police found him near a water tower with his hands tied behind his back and a bandana stuffed in his mouth.
Oh my god!
Oh my God!
That's crazy.
He told the cops he'd been kidnapped by two men in masks who knocked him out, drove him around, and then dumped him by the water tower.
Oh my God.
got time for that.
The police investigated, and they couldn't find any evidence that he'd been kidnapped. Surveillance tapes didn't back up his story either,
Uh-oh.
and there were some inconsistencies too, like the neighbor's doorbell video showing Brandon shoving the bandana into his own mouth.
Okay, dude.
That's a big inconsistency.
So that's when he decided to finally come clean, and he told authorities he had a very good reason for making it all up.
Oh.
What?
And that reason was so he could get out of his job working at a tire shop for the day.
We all have those days.
Day
No.
off.
Day, so he goes back to work tomorrow. The next day, they're like, "What
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah.
Oh, I got kidnapped. I'm good."
I mean, use the dead grandma excuse too many times.
Yeah.
You're sick too many times. You have to
Yeah.
get creative.
Absolutely,
Right.
very
Oh.
creative.
So after he was arrested for making a false report,
Yeah.
and the tire store fired him.
Oh. Well,
Oh no!
that's what he
go
wanted.
back.
He
Yeah.
didn't want to go
Yeah.
in.
In a way, it kind of worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This next laser story is out of Iceland. A group of tourists were visiting a famous landmark called Elja Canyon, which is one of the largest undisturbed volcanoes on Iceland. And that's when the unthinkable happened.
Oh no.
One of the group members suddenly disappeared.
Oh no.
Oh no!
You're on a volcano. Things are not looking good.
Initially, they did exactly what the handbook says to do, which is count, then recount the group. And every time, they came up one short.
And 5.
Kindergartners,
Yeah.
Still 5.
single file line. Everyone, hold on to the rope.
So they started a makeshift search party and looked around the area, but there was no sign of this missing person.
Oh, scary.
Where were they?
Even police and rescue teams were called in to join.
Whoa.
Oh no!
Okay.
I don't like these stories.
Finally, 9 hours later at 3 a.m., everyone was too exhausted to continue, so they called off the search. And the captain gathered the entire group together to thank them all for their participation. And that's when one person in the back raised her hand and said, quote, "I just realized this, but the description of the person you've been looking for sounds a lot like me before I changed clothes earlier."
No way!
No, you did not just say that.
That's right.
I thought they counted and recounted.
A 44-year-old woman named Helen had been in the bathroom when they did the initial counting. And then she came back out in different clothes and joined in the search party.
It took her 9 hours. 9 hours to realize
She's
she
looking
was.
for someone just like her.
She
She's
was.
looking for herself.
She's searching for herself.
Afterwards, Helen was interviewed by local news and says she's extremely embarrassed that for 9 hours she was looking for herself.
How mad was the search party?
Okay, and can we just say Helen's
real.
never allowed to be on a search party again?
Yeah.
Ever.
Because if she's that bad at it.
But I feel like there's a good song in that story somewhere. Searching for
Searching
yourself
for-
on like the
yeah.
volcanic island.
Absolutely.
All right.
Symbolic.
Get on it, Billy Flatulence. This next laser story's out of the Ukraine.
Oh, I like it here.
How do you know when you are truly in love?
Oh, that's a good question.
How can you tell if it's just temporary butterflies or if it's real life, true, scrub your feet love? Well,
Why are you scrubbing people's feet,
Yeah.
Jeffrey?
that's how you know it's real.
That level?
Oh, okay.
Well, one young Ukrainian couple thinks they found a way. Their names are Alexander and Victoria, and they decided to see if their love is real by linking their hands together with a thick iron chain for 3 solid months.
Double rainbow.
Months?
Oh my God.
No.
I was going to go just have a deep conversation about your life goals and see if they match up.
No, this takes it to the next level.
Oh, okay. Wow, chains.
Their goal is to be next to each other every moment for the next 90 days, which includes sleeping, bathing, and obviously even going to the bathroom together.
Okay,
That's
someone
awful.
cheated.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's just like a joint Facebook account.
Somebody has some dependency issues,
Yeah,
for sure.
Exactly.
And if it sounds crazy, don't worry. Officials say they checked whether Alexander and Victoria were, quote, sane
Oh, they checked.
before agreeing to lock them together. And it turns out they were.
Oh,
Well, they're UK.
For now.
They're UK saying, which is still
Ukrainian
different.
saying.
Ukrainian, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
of
I always
course,
say UK. I don't
the
know.
couple has some ulterior motives. They will be going for the world's record of time chained together.
okay, there's where it is. They think they can make some money doing this.
And they will be
Got it.
posting about it all over social media.
All right.
While the
Yeah.
couple
Post your fights.
Yeah, well, that's all it'll be. I mean,
The couple's optimistic that they'll make it the entire 3 months, but people on Ukrainian Twitter are betting on the number of days until they say enough is enough.
Ooh, I bet.
I give him
Yeah.
12.
You really?
12 days?
Yeah.
I give him 30. I'll say they last a month.
Give a week.
I mean,
I could never spend that much time attached to a man.
I think they go longer. I think they stay together long after the 3 months. They want to be
you're
chained
going
together for like
for the
30
long
years.
I love it, Jeff.
wow.
I believe in love.
Yeah, that's what love is.
There you go.
This next laser story is out of Did I Do That? Headquarters. If you always forget people's names, you probably won't remember this website either.
Oh, great.
God,
But
that's me.
It could help, because flowingdata.com has a tool to help you guess someone's name if you forgot it.
What? Tell me about this.
All you need to know is the first letter of their name and the decade that they were born in.
How am I supposed to
What?
remember that if I don't remember their name?
Well, when
Oh, man, I thought it was B. She was born in the 50s.
you can guesstimate someone's age
Okay.
and the decade
keep
they were
going.
born.
Keep
Go
going.
play along.
When you enter those two things into the website, it spits out the 20 most common names for people that were born during that decade.
Okay.
So, for example, if you're a man born in the 80s and your name starts with B, there's about a 50% chance your name is Brian, Brandon,
Bran-
or Ben.
Darn it, I was trying to guess before you said it.
Okay, so you just call him Brendan Ryan.
Hey, Brian, what up?
Or if you're a woman born in the 90s, there's over a 40% chance your name is Brittany, Brianna, or Brooke.
Oh, but you weren't born in the 90s.
Oh, yeah,
so.
I was. Shut up, Alexis.
Definitely not the 90s.
Brooke, very common name given for dirty girls around that time period.
I take that as a compliment.
And speaking of dirty, how dare you come into this house and bring your muddy shoes into my bedroom? Now walk all over my shell and make it dirty.
Okay.
That got really intense.
I just narrated an adult video for a very randy turtle, which means Laser Stories is done for the day. We'll do it again, same
wow.
time on Friday.